Right, hi guys, Joshua here again. So today I'll just be walking you through an ICP doc, right? And the purpose of building out this document is more for B2B SaaS content, and in this case, for SEO content generation purposes, right? So the common mistake, or I would say like the common issue that B2B SaaS founders have, right? More or less lies in what to write, right? Specifically, content to write that would attract their ICP, right? People who are looking to purchase or buy their software, right? So we want to write content that targets such a persona so that they would land on our articles on our page, right? And then from there, they would basically be more inclined to book a free trial, or have a demo with your team. Yeah. So we're walking you through this simple framework, right? So it's titled 5 Steps to Build an ICP Doc for B2B SaaS content. Yeah. This is obviously not unique to just SEO content, right? This can be applied to sales, to outbound as well. Yeah, but just something that I use and I found it very helpful. Yeah. So for the first step, right, what we're looking at, right, to come up with the ideas and all that is actually to start with your closed won deals and not a blank page. Yeah. So step one would be to pull your best customers, right? So this can be in terms of like maybe they close the fastest, or maybe they're the most responsive, or they have the highest show up rates for your demo calls, right? And then so from there, step two would be like what they have in common as well. So maybe is it the industry, is it the size of the company, right, the team structure, or perhaps some kind of tech stack that they're using. Yeah. So once you have that, right, then from there we're going to identify what is the pattern across their pains and triggers. Yeah. So this would involve you digging more into your call notes, right, and then analyzing actually what was the breaking point that made them buy. Yeah. And like what were they complaining about before, right? So this now gives you a much better sense of like um, your deals that were won, right? And then we go one step deeper now of like what were the buying triggers, right? And then also what were the pain points that pushed them to also buy. Yeah. So once you have done that, right, you can now segment it further and perhaps define basically their broad characteristics, right? So maybe they're B2B only, maybe they only exist in Microsoft ecosystem, right? And then like what's the minimum company size as well. Yeah. So once you have that, right, this is where you can segment and tier what you already have. So you can group similar customers now into the name segments, and you actually rank them by confidence based on like how many closed deals you have had, what's the pipeline, so this now gives you an even more granular picture, like in terms of what your ICP is, right? And then from there you can further break it down, right, the segment profile into team types, pain points, desired outcomes, and buying triggers. Yeah. So what you're doing essentially, right, is a funnel process, right? You are starting with all the broad data you have at the top. Yeah. And then from there you are going deeper and deeper and deeper and segmenting it into very clear specific characteristics. Yeah. So this is what it can actually look like, right? As an example, say you are a field service management software company. So we have growing, right, which is maybe a tier 1, established companies, also a tier 1, and enterprise is a tier 2. So tier 1 meaning these are like your high priority targets, right? People that have demonstrated historically to close, right, and to stay as like maybe long-term customers for your SaaS business. Yeah. So under there, right, then on the left hand side you have the team type, the industries, the top pain points, right, so on and so forth, right? And so for each of them now you can categorize it very clearly. So say for like a growing target audience, right, potentially the team type would be an ops manager or founder who is wearing multiple hats, right? They have no dedicated software team, anywhere from 10 to 50 field technicians, for example, right? And then maybe the industries that consistently display such type of characteristics, right, based on your call data, it could be the HVAC and plumbing sector or electrical contractors, right? And then from there, their pain points would be more on the manual side of things, so like scheduling via WhatsApp or spreadsheet, and then they don't have real-time visibility on job status and all of that. Yeah. And then desired outcomes will obviously be get out spreadsheets fast, right? Know where every job is at any moment. And then the buying trigger could be they missed the job, right? Or they double book a technician, they lost a client due to slow response. Yeah. And so basically you can now repeat this, right, for established and enterprise. Yeah. And so what you end up with is a very clear picture, right, from the different company sizes down to the different industries, right, the different team sizes they have, and therefore the different constraints or the different pain points that they have as well, which would then color the way you write content, right? Because different company sizes will have different problems, and therefore the content you write will also be different. Yeah. So with this ICP doc, right, now you can have a very clear picture to then go and map out what are the different content you can go and write, right? So I'll be going through that in the next video, where from there, based on these different pain points, buying triggers and all that, right, you can now segment it even further to different types of articles, right, where they can basically write it and then you can rank for it, and then convert the highest intent traffic. Yeah. So I hope this helps, right? Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave a comment, or contact me. Other than that, cheers.